Greetings to all. I've been asked to talk about how the industry is going to function post-COVID period. We are all experiencing a new situation in our personal life as well as our professional career. The parks have been shut down since second week of March. We are all unable to move forward. We are all stuck at home. But the situation is now changing. It's already 50 days now, and in a couple of weeks we may be starting to function or so. So that is the situation now. But let me share with you how during this lockdown period our parks and facilities were doing. For example, in our park, we had a very minimal team for maintenance of the amusement rides and attractions. So we had to take care of their electrical, electronic, and mechanical parts. So every other day, we were having a dry run, taking care of things so that it's all fit to run when we open the park again. So that's the situation during this lockdown period. But now the good news is the industry is now getting to reopen. Especially, we gathered some information that in China, where the COVID was initially affected, it started functioning the park. So Shanghai Disney has opened a couple of days, and followed by it, I think by the next week, Ocean Park in Hong Kong is going to open. So of course, they all have to open with a new set of norms imposed by the government. So that is the new situation. So let me share what I've gathered from the industry colleagues from that part of the world. So how they are going to function after reopening, and how they are functioning. So we will get some cues from them so that when we are ready to open, so we'll also follow those things. First thing is the visitation is not going to be the same what it was earlier, the pre-post COVID period. So it could be, for the theme park internationally, people not going to come from other parts of the world. So it's going to be within their country or within that city. So for example, if my park is in Chennai, I can expect only visitors within Chennai. So that could be the situation. So we should focus on only local visitors. So that's number one. Number two, the parks may not be able to function with the fullest capacity. So we are all going to be imposed with certain reduced capacity to run. So due to social distancing, so we cannot expect to run at full capacity. In my guess, it should be between 30 to 40% of the capacity. So that's number two. Number three is we may not be able to get the full price what we were charging all before. So considering the current situation due to cash flow issues for most of the people, so people could pay less. So we have to offer them to attract, so give them some offer and then attract them to come to the park. So that's the next point. And the most important point is the hygiene factor. So with the new situation, we have to follow certain tests before tests and procedures for letting people inside the park. The first one going to be you have to let a temperature test for every visitor coming into the park. So that is number one. Then the number two is they have to mandatorily wear a face mask. So that's number two. Number three is the facility has to be fully disinfected on a daily basis. So that's number three. So these are on the hygiene factor. And mostly in order to reduce the lining up in the ticketing area, we may have to ask the customers to buy on advanced reservation system on online so as to reduce the queuing up. So these are all certain norms. So let's not get worried too much about this. This is going to be the way of life way forward. every industry is going to follow certain norms. So in the theme park industry, these are pretty much the norms going to be. So, and we have already seen people, following certain norms in the supermarkets. So for example, when you want to go to a supermarket, they allow only 4 to 5 people at a time to go inside, and other 4 to 5 people have to come out. So these are all, pretty much used. People are used to the system, so I'm sure they will also get used to the visiting a theme park. And we have almost come out of the hardest time. Now it's going to be only a few more weeks. The government of India is has announced certain stimulus package to our industry, to all the industry. It's going to be some tax concessions, some interest concessions, things like that. So that will definitely kickstart the functioning of the whole industry. So that's a very good move by the government of India. So let's all look forward for a good sunny day ahead. So we will have to wait a few more weeks in order to get into our normal functioning. So good luck and all the best to all of you. Thank you.